I'd like to call the second board meeting of the month of March to order on March 17th, 2025. Can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Arnett?
Here.
Trustee Canane?
Present.
Trustee Mills?
Present.
Trustee Noel?
Present.
Trustee Palafis?
Present.
Trustee Stanton?
Present.
Mayor McLeod?
President, everybody please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. You want to lead us in the pledge, Trustee Arnett? Pledge allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's see if anybody signed up. Okay, I'd like to move on to public comment. Does anybody have any comments they'd like to make to the village board for an item that's not on the agenda? Going,
Ms. Tanvir signed up.
okay, going once? Twice? Three minutes?
Yep.
Okay.
I just wanted to share a poem. First, they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. This poem is not just a warning from history, it is our reality today. On March 8, 2025, Mahmoud Khalil, a Palestinian graduate student at Columbia University, was kidnapped by ICE. No charges, no crime, just taken. He was suddenly transferred from New York to a detention facility in Louisiana, cutting him off from his pregnant wife and legal team. This wasn't a mistake. This was deliberate. And why? Because he dared to speak out against genocide. And he is not alone. Fabian Schmidt, a legal U.S. resident, was detained at Logan Airport and tortured in ICE custody. Beaten so badly, he had to be hospitalized. Federal audits of ICE facilities confirm that we already know. These centers are filled with systemic abuse, excessive force, solitary confinement, inhumane conditions. This is state-sponsored violence happening right here, right now. And while this country brutalizes people for simply existing, we have all watched in real time the US-backed genocide in Gaza. Hospitals bombed, journalists assassinated, families wiped out. Our government isn't just funding these war crimes, they're learning from them. Because now those same tactics are creeping into our own streets. University students, our own youth, are being detained, beaten, and tortured for protesting against genocide. This is the future we are allowing to take shape, and yet from those in power, there is silence, including from this board. But silence is not neutrality, it is complicity. This board sets the tone for what is acceptable in this community. And right now, you're telling people of this community that the US government can disappear them for their beliefs, that ICE can operate as a secret police force, that torture is just another day in America. What we allow to happen in Gaza, we allow to happen here, and it is already happening here. So I ask you, when do you say enough? When it's your neighbor, your friend, your own child? Because if you refuse to take a stand now, don't be surprised when there's no one left to stand for you.
Thank you for your comments. Anyone else? I don't see anybody else. Move on to the approval of minutes of the March 3rd, 2025 meeting.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Anybody have any questions on the minutes? Seeing none? All in favor say aye.
Aye. Abstain.
Opposed? And we notice the one abstention. We'll move on to item number 5, the consent agenda. The consent agenda consists of the following. A, approval of the agenda. B, approval of the schedule of bills for 3/17/2025 in the amount of $5,279,912.97. C, approval of an ordinance authorizing the sale of personal property owned by the Village of Hoffman Estates, auction items. D, approval of an ordinance amending section 6-2-1-HG-11-801 of the Hoffman Estates Municipal Code for left turns prohibited at Autumn Drive from Moon Lake Boulevard. E, approval of an ordinance adopting and publishing a 2025 zoning map. F, approval of inspection and testing services agreement with Applied Geoscience, Inc. of Schaumburg, Illinois for 2025 infrastructure projects in an amount not to exceed $130,000.
Move to accept, to approve.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Does anybody want anything pulled? Seeing that, can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Arnett.
Aye.
Trustee Kinane.
Aye.
Trustee Mills.
Aye.
Trustee Noel.
Aye.
Trustee Palafis.
Aye.
Trustee Stanton.
Aye.
Mayor McLeod.
Aye, motion carried. Move on to reports. President's report, A. There's a proclamation. Who has that?
I do. Office of the Mayor proclamation, whereas International Data Center Day is designed to create awareness of the data center industry and to inspire the next generation of talent. And whereas March 20th, 2025 is International Data Center Day. And whereas data centers play a vital role in powering digital transformation, enabling connectivity across the globe. And whereas the innovation, resilience, and efficiency of data centers drive the digital economy forward. And whereas we aim to raise awareness about the importance of data centers in supporting businesses, governments, and individuals in their digital endeavors. And whereas the Village of Hoffman Estates is home to data center campuses, including those owned by Microsoft and Compass. And whereas this proclamation was written with the assistance of AI, which is a testament to the power of data center computing. Be it therefore resolved that William D. McLeod, acting under by virtue of the authority vested in him by the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and the laws of this Village of Hoffman Estates hereby proclaimed March 20th, 2025 as International Data Center Day, and the Village of Hoffman Estates, and hereby encourage all citizens to recognize this day as an international celebration of modern technology and infrastructure that is designed to inspire the next generation of data center professionals.
Chair, accept a motion.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Data centers are quite the thing these days, and we're getting our share of them here in Hoffman Estates. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have a motion carried. You want to make sure that's posted, Mr. Paul? I'm going to read a proclamation for World Down Syndrome Day at Gigi's on Friday at 5:20 in case anybody is available to come. That we're doing it on 5/21. And the Hoffman Estates Chamber of Commerce and the village have joined together to put on Wine Wednesday at Rosati's on Barrington Road on March 26th from 4:30 to 6:30. The event is free to attend. Come out and enjoy appetizers, drink specials, conversations, and fun. Bring a friend or two. As always, we will collect items for our local food pantries. All donations are welcome. Rosati's is located 3601 Barrington Road. Last Tuesday, we had the Northwest Municipal Conference Bicycle and Pedestrian Committee. On Wednesday, we had a meet and greet with the Northwest Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Economic Development Commission, which I just briefly came in and say hello because I had to be somewhere else, but thanks to everybody who serves on that. And on Friday, Manager Palm and I met the new state senator. We placed Dan McConkey, Senator Darby Hills. We had a very nice conversation with her. And that's about it for now. I celebrated my granddaughter Ella's birthday on yesterday, so the Ides of March. So 12 years old. Getting up there. Okay, we'll move on to trustee comments, starting with trustee Arnett.
I don't have much except for on the 8th, I was able to attend the Arrow of Light crossover. Congratulations to all those Arrow of Light recipients who now, I believe, go over to the Boy Scouts.
Okay, trustee Kinane.
Thank you, Mayor. I volunteered at Our Lady of Angels Mission in Chicago on several occasions. Unfortunately, food is getting low. The Chicago Food Depository has decided to cut our food intake by 10,000 pounds a week, so we're working to try to get more food. I also work with my group of guys, Project 229, to pick up donations. I ended up delivering donations to the Cicero Food Consortium, Notre Dame Church on West Flournoy in Chicago, and Father Romero's Pantry at 24th and Kedzie. On March 6th, I attended a night's planning meeting. On March 13th, I attended a night's business meeting, and I also stopped in at the Bridges of Poplar Creek Fish Fry on the 14th. And happy birthday, Patty.
Okay, let's move on to trustee Stanton.
Thank you. On the 7th of March, I was able to attend the ribbon cutting for the Playroom Cafe, which is located at 2308 West Higgins, and that it's actually across from Garibaldi's. And on the 8th, I was able to attend that PAC 100 Arrow of Light ceremony with trustee Arnett and trustee Newell and the mayor, when it took place at Our Savior's United Methodist Church. Also on the 8th, my wife and I were able to attend the Caribbean Classic Gala sponsored by the Rotary Club of Schaumburg and Hoffman Estates, which honored both our mayor, William McLeod, and also Schaumburg's mayor, Tom Daly. And on the 12th of March, I attended the Economic Development Commission meeting. And finally, happy birthday, Patty.
Okay, trustee Mills.
Excuse me, not much going on. Was out of town for a few days with my husband and came back to have the virus that everybody else has had. So I've been kind of laying low over the past couple of weeks. Do want to say happy St. Patrick's Day to all and happy birthday to Patty.
Okay,
That's it.
trustee Noel.
Okay, not much. On the 5th, attended the Utility Commission meeting and have been attending the Citizens Fire Academy along with trustee Arnett and clerk Richter. I advise everybody you should take it. It's really good, very knowledgeable, you know. On the 7th, I did the ribbon cutting at the Playroom Cafe. On the 8th, the PAC 100 crossover. And last but not least, happy birthday, Clerk Richter.
Thank you, trustee Palafis.
Tonight I attended the Huffman Estates Arts Commission meeting, which is one of our last meetings before the summer concert series begins at the Village Green every Thursday night through the summer. Last week attended the quarterly Economic Development Commission meeting, which was great. Good agenda. Kevin has a great plan for this year that we've already kicked off. Last week, I also attended our monthly Plots concert meeting, so that's in full gear. It's great having Wendy as a co-chair. She's super organized. A couple weeks ago, I attended the Caribbean Classic Gala, hosted by the Schaumburg Hoffman Estates Rotary with many of you. And Patty, happy birthday.
Okay, thank you, trustee Palafis. Move on to village managers report. Manager Palm.
Yeah, just one housekeeping item this evening. Next week, you guys will have a special meeting to interview some folks for commissions. What we're going to do that evening is, after those interviews completed, we'll recess the meeting, go into your committees at 7, and then the items at committee that evening will be on an additional business agenda for final approval. The main driver of that is our annual salt requisition has to be into the state by the end of the week. So we'll be doing that. And as we do have an extra week, we have March is the 5 Monday month to get those items approved and on their way. We'll just approve them that night, and then we'll have a light meeting on the 7th. We'll just have bills and things like that. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Manager Palm. Village clerk's report.
Yeah. For the month of February, we processed 48 passports and responded to 208 FOIA requests.
You've been
That is
busy.
Yeah. Getting ready for spring.
Yep. Okay, committee reports, Public Works and Utilities, trustee Noel.
Okay, coming up. Let me see, Public Works and Utilities. Got to turn that thing on, okay. Okay, Public Work and Utility Committee will meet on March 24th. We will call to order and have a roll call. We'll do the approval of minutes for the February 24th, 25 meeting. Public comment, if any, nothing under old business. Under new business, we have a few items. A, approval of participation in the State of Illinois Central Management Services joint purchase of road salt for 2026 in the amount of 3,400 tons. B, authorization to A, waive formal bidding, and B, purchase 4 Ford Lightning F-150s from Sutton Ford, Illinois of Matson, Illinois, State of Illinois joint purchase contract in an amount not to exceed $210,372. C, authorization to award a 3-year 2025 through 2027 contract for turf restoration to will be determined, which is whoever has the low bid in a total amount not to exceed which will be determined. D, authorization to award a contract for Village Hall shingled roof replacement to All American Exterior Solutions, which is out of Lake Zurich, Illinois, the lowest qualified bidder, in an amount not to exceed $41,990. E, approval of design engineering agreement with Baxter and Woodman, Inc. for the Nogales Street storm sewer replacement in an amount not to exceed $72,420. Then we'll go to reports, which is Public Works Department monthly report, Engineering Division monthly report, President's report, nothing in items in review or other, and then we will adjourn.
Thank you, Trustee Noel. To Finance, Trustee Palafis.
Yes, sir. We will call to order mainly for the approval of minutes and the reports and President's report, items of review if there are any, and then we will adjourn as we have no items under new business or old business.
Okay, thank you, Trustee Palafis. Item number F, the Treasurer's report. Does anybody have a chance to
You
read?
skipped public health and safety.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Public Health and
Okay.
Safety, Trustee Mills.
Public health and safety will also be meeting next Monday evening. We will have a roll call approval of minutes from the meeting of 2/24. Public comments, if there are any pertaining to the committee. We have no old business. New business, A, authorization to A, waive formal bidding due to sole source, and B, award a contract to Digicom Installations Incorporated of Huntley, Illinois, for the station alerting system for new fire station number 21 in an amount not to exceed $85,573.43. Item B is authorization to waive formal bidding and order police vehicle equipment from Ultra Strobe Communications out of Crystal Lake, Illinois, our low bid, in an amount not to exceed $32,335.74. We will then have our normal monthly reports from Police Department, Health and Human Services, Emergency Management, and Fire Department. If the president has anything else to say, we'll have that, and then we have no items in review or other, so we will adjourn.
Thank you, Trustee Mills. Item number 7, additional business. Or anything else to deal with this evening, Mr. Bone?
No, sir.
Treasurer's report?
Just the treasurer's
Oh, the
report.
Treasurer's report. One step ahead all the way. Everybody's in receipt of the Treasurer's report. Does anyone have any questions on the Treasurer's report? Seeing none, will be received and filed. And move on to item number 8, adjournment. Chair to accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.